Did you know that losing just 1 hour of sleep each night can gradually wear down your memory, weaken your heart, and even throw off your balance? It might not seem like a big deal, going to bed a bit later, waking up a little earlier, but after age 70, that missed hour isn't just a minor inconvenience. Your body is quietly begging for deep, restorative rest. Ignore that need, and you could face fatigue, confusion, falls during the night, and even accelerated aging. In today's video, we'll talk about how much sleep older adults truly need, and I'll walk you through 5 easy, gentle changes you can make tonight to sleep better. These aren't complicated hacks. They're simple, science-backed habits that can protect your brain, support heart health, and help you feel more energized in the morning. Before we dive in, I'd love to know, where are you watching from, and what time is it right now? And if you believe it's never too late to start feeling better, just type HOPE in the comments. And if you enjoy tips like these, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future videos designed just for you. Let's start by clearing up one of the biggest myths about sleep and aging. People often say, you need less sleep when you're older. But that's not entirely true, and believing it could actually leave you feeling more drained. According to experts like the CDC and the National Institute on Aging, most adults over 65 still need 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. That's the average, but of course, sleep is personal. Some people may feel fine with 6 hours, while others may need closer to 9, especially if their sleep tends to be light or broken up. So, sleep isn't just about how long you're in bed, it's about how well your body is able to rest and repair. Think of it like filling your gas tank. If you only top it off halfway, you're not going to get very far, no matter how new or reliable your car is. Take Mr. Harold, a retired principal from Iowa. He thought his 6 hours of sleep each night were enough, but he kept feeling off, dizzy in the mornings, forgetful, even stumbling on the stairs. He chalked it up to aging, but the real issue was that his sleep wasn't deep or consistent enough to restore his body and mind. After tracking his sleep patterns, he discovered he was waking up 6 or 7 times a night, without realizing it. His doctor explained what was really going on. Poor quality sleep was quietly affecting everything from his blood pressure to his memory and coordination. So, if you've been feeling off, more tired, more forgetful, more unsteady, it might not be just age catching up to you. It could be your sleep quality calling for help. And if you've been feeling off lately, a little slower, foggier, or more tired than usual, don't brush it off. Your sleep might be trying to tell you something. Now, what can you do about it? Well, the first step is to stop comparing your sleep to someone else's. Don't worry if your neighbor says she sleeps 5 hours and feels fine. Your body's different, and you deserve rest that works for you. Start paying attention to how you feel in the morning. Do you wake up refreshed, or do you feel like you ran a marathon in your sleep? Sometimes it's not about sleeping longer, it's about sleeping better. Try to keep a steady bedtime, even on weekends. Your body loves rhythm. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps train your brain to rest deeply. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, which many people do, don't fight it. Get up, stretch, maybe listen to quiet music or read something peaceful, then return to bed when you feel sleepy again. Little shifts like this might seem simple, but over time they can protect your brain, your heart, and even your independence. So if you've been sleeping enough but still feel tired, maybe it's not about more hours. Maybe it's time to focus on better hours. Just remember, your rest matters. Not just so you feel good today, but so you stay strong tomorrow. And who knows, with the right kind of sleep, you might feel more energy, more focus, and even more joy in the simple things, like your morning coffee, a good walk, or a chat with your grandkids. Coming up next, let's talk about why your sleep might be changing as you age and what your body is actually trying to do each night when it wakes you up. The third thing we need to talk about is this: your sleep will change after 70. And that doesn't mean something is wrong with you, but it does mean your body is trying to tell you something. Many seniors start falling asleep earlier in the evening and waking up before the sun. That's not laziness or bad habits, it's biology. Your internal clock, what doctors call your circadian rhythm, shifts naturally with age. You might feel sleepy by 8:30 and find yourself fully awake at 4 o'clock a.m. And even when you sleep enough hours, it might feel like you're not really resting. I remember Mr. Richard from North Carolina. He's 76, still sharp as a tack, but he came to his doctor confused and frustrated. He said, "I go to bed by 9 o'clock, but I'm waking up every 2 hours. It's driving me crazy." At first he thought it was just part of aging, but the truth was deeper. His doctor ran a few tests and asked about his nighttime habits. Turns out Richard had a mild form of sleep apnea, a condition that causes you to stop breathing for short moments during the night. It doesn't always feel dramatic. In fact, many people don't even know they have it. But each time it happens, the body wakes up just enough to disrupt deep sleep. So even if you're in bed for 8 hours, you might only be getting 4 hours of good, solid rest. That's not enough to repair your brain, support your heart, or steady your legs when you get up in the morning. And Richard's story isn't rare. After 70, many older adults wake up more often during the night. Some need to use the bathroom. Others are bothered by sore joints or noisy thoughts that just won't quiet down. And sometimes your brain simply isn't making enough melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall and stay asleep. Melatonin production naturally drops with age, so your body might struggle to stay in that deep, peaceful state for long. You may feel like you're tossing and turning, drifting in and out instead of resting fully. There's another thing many people don't talk about. That strange feeling in your legs when you're trying to sleep, a crawling, tingling urge that makes you want to move them. That could be something called restless leg syndrome, a condition that's more common than people realize in older adults. It's frustrating. It makes falling asleep feel like a chore. And the worst part, these little disruptions add up night after night. They can lead to daytime sleepiness, confusion, and even falls. One misstep at the top of the stairs, just because you're too tired to notice, can change everything. But here's the good news. You're not helpless, and you don't need to turn to heavy medications right away. Start by building a gentle evening routine. Dim the lights about an hour before bed. Put on soft music or read something light, not the news. Keep your bedroom cool, quiet, and cozy. If you're waking up too early, resist the urge to stay in bed tossing and turning. Instead, get up, stretch, drink some water, and sit in a comfy chair until sleepiness returns. Sometimes a quiet moment of calm is all your body needs to reset. And if your legs are bothering you, try a warm bath before bed. Some people find magnesium supplements or light stretching helpful. Always check with your doctor first. Also, if you suspect sleep apnea, if you snore loudly, wake up gasping, or feel exhausted in the morning, don't ignore it. Ask your doctor about a sleep study. It may sound intimidating, but it could change your life. Here's something comforting to remember. Sleep doesn't have to be perfect to be healing. It just needs to be gentle, steady, and yours. Everyone's rhythm is a little different. And aging doesn't mean giving up on good rest. It means listening more carefully to what your body's asking for. So tonight, be kind to yourself. Give your body space to rest, even if it looks a little different than it used to. Better sleep isn't about chasing 8 hours. It's about building little habits that protect your peace. Up next, we'll explore 5 powerful natural habits that help improve sleep quality starting tonight. You don't need fancy gadgets or pills, just a few gentle changes that anyone can do. Shall we keep going? The 4th part of our journey is the most comforting and the most helpful. It's about gentle habits, little choices you can make each day that support better sleep without needing to depend on pills or expensive gadgets. Let's begin with one that surprises many people. If you've been lying in bed for more than 30 minutes, eyes open, tossing and turning, willing yourself to sleep. Stop. The longer you stay there awake, the more your brain starts to link the bed with frustration, not relaxation. And that's something we want to avoid. Instead, try this. Get up slowly. Don't turn on bright lights and do something quiet. Maybe sit by the window and listen to soft music, or flip through a book you've already read, one that calms your thoughts. There was a lovely woman named Eileen I spoke with once, 72, from Michigan. She used to stay in bed for hours trying to force sleep to come, but once she started keeping a small chair and blanket near her nightstand, she'd sit there when sleep didn't come. She called it her peaceful pause. Within a week, she was falling back asleep much faster and waking up with less tension in her chest. Sometimes it's not your body keeping you up. It's the pressure you put on yourself to sleep. And we forget, sleep is not something we do, it's something we allow. Another small change that makes a big difference. Keep your daytime naps short. I know naps feel good, and after lunch, that cozy recliner almost calls your name. But here's what the Mayo Clinic has shared. If your nap lasts longer than 20 minutes, it starts to steal from your nighttime rest. It might feel harmless at first, but it can throw off your internal clock, making it harder to fall asleep when it actually matters. One gentleman named Frank from Arizona used to nap from 2 to 4:00 p.m. every day. He thought he was just catching up on rest, but every night he couldn't fall asleep until midnight and woke up groggy. After cutting his naps to 15 minutes, his bedtime moved earlier and his mornings felt brighter. Now, let's talk about something many people overlook. Caffeine. It's not just coffee. Caffeine hides in black tea, chocolate, sodas, even some pain relievers. And for people over 65, your body breaks down caffeine more slowly. That means a cup of coffee at 2:00 p.m. could still be in your system by bedtime. Experts suggest avoiding caffeine for at least 8 hours before sleep. So if bedtime is at 9 or 10 p.m., your last sip of coffee should be around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. Try switching to herbal tea in the evening, chamomile, mint, or rooibos. They're naturally calming, and warm drinks signal your body it's time to settle. Another important tip that often gets overlooked. Keep a regular sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day, even on weekends. Your body has its own natural rhythm, and when that rhythm is steady, it's easier to fall asleep, stay asleep, and feel more energized during the day. I know it can be tempting to sleep in on Sunday after a rough night, but each time you do, it confuses your internal clock. Think of it like resetting a grandfather clock. Too often, and it starts chiming at the wrong times. Light plays a big role in this too. One of the kindest things you can do for your sleep is to get some sunlight in the morning. A 15-minute walk after breakfast, even just out on your porch, can help your body know when it's daytime and when it's not. Harvard Health points out that natural light is one of the strongest signals for our sleep-wake cycle. So even on cloudy days, a bit of outdoor light helps anchor your internal rhythm. Now, here's a habit that sounds relaxing, but might be working against you. A glass of wine at night. I know it makes you feel sleepy, but here's the trick. While alcohol might help you fall asleep faster, it tends to disrupt deep sleep later in the night. It can cause more tossing, more bathroom trips, and more waking up feeling unrested. It's a bit like being tricked into a nap, only to be woken halfway through it. The same goes for nicotine, whether smoking or patches. It's a stimulant, and even if you smoke early in the evening, it can still interfere with your body's ability to stay asleep. So, if you're reaching for something to relax in the evening, choose gentle habits instead. A warm bath, a quiet hobby, soft music, or simply closing your eyes and listening to your breath for a few minutes. These aren't magic tricks, but they are powerful in their simplicity, and they give you something even more valuable than sleep, a sense of peace. So tonight, pick just one of these habits. Just one. Maybe it's turning off the TV a little earlier or skipping that afternoon cup of coffee. You don't need to fix everything all at once. You just need to start, because every small step you take toward better sleep is also a step toward protecting your brain, your heart, and your independence. And isn't that worth it? Coming up next, we'll talk about when poor sleep could be a sign of something deeper and what to look out for so you can stay ahead of any silent health concerns. Shall we continue? Now let's talk about something many folks put off, sometimes for too long. When is it time to talk to your doctor about your sleep? Most people don't want to seem like they're complaining. You might think, well, I'm just getting older, this is normal. But if you've been struggling to sleep for weeks, not days, that's not something to brush aside. If you're lying awake night after night, or waking up 5, 6 times before the sun even rises, or worse, if you sleep for 8 hours and still feel tired every morning, something deeper might be going on, and your body is asking for help. I once met Mr. Allen, a retired truck driver from Illinois. He was proud of pushing through the tiredness, said he didn't want to bother his doctor about his sleep. But over time, his memory started to slip, and he found himself nearly dozing off while reading to his grandkids. That's when he finally brought it up. Turned out, his blood pressure medication was part of the problem. It was quietly interfering with his sleep without him realizing it. You see, some medications that older adults commonly take, like for heart conditions, depression or anxiety, can affect the way you sleep, especially beta blockers and some antidepressants. They may make it harder to fall asleep or keep you from entering deep sleep stages. And you might not even know the connection unless someone points it out. The good news is you don't need to figure it out alone. You don't have to suffer through restless nights just hoping it gets better. Bring it up with your doctor, gently and clearly. Say something like, "I've been waking up more often, and I feel tired even after a full night. Could any of my medications be affecting my sleep?" That one question could change your quality of life more than you realize, because sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It keeps your heart steady, it sharpens your mind, it even helps your body fight off illness. And if your doctor finds that a medication is making things worse, they may adjust the timing or try an alternative. There are many small, thoughtful changes that can help, without adding new pills or harsh solutions. So if your sleep feels off, not just once in a while but most nights, it's worth checking in. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Catching the cause early means more peace at night and more energy during the day, and you deserve that. Not just to feel better, but to live the life you love on your own terms. We're almost there. Next, let's talk about some everyday devices, earplugs, hearing aids, or sleep gadgets, and how they might be helping or quietly hurting your rest. Shall we keep going? Now, here's the final thing I want you to remember. Something simple but easy to forget. Yes, after 70, getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep is ideal. That's what the experts say, and for good reason. But the real secret isn't just in the number. It's in the quality. It's in the peace you feel as your head hits the pillow. It's in the little routines that help your body settle and the quiet message you send yourself that says, "It's safe to rest now." You don't need to sleep like you did in your 30s. What matters now is getting the kind of rest that helps steady your heart, clear your mind, and leave you feeling refreshed when the sun comes up. Let me tell you about George, an 82-year-old gentleman from Arizona. He used to worry because he'd wake up several times during the night. He thought something must be wrong, but instead of turning to more medication, he made a few calming changes: soft jazz playing quietly, dim lights in the evening, and a consistent bedtime routine. That was it, nothing complicated. Before long, sleep felt peaceful again. That's what I hope for you too, not perfect sleep, but restful, comforting sleep. enough to help you greet your mornings with strength and presence and feel steady in the life you're living. You deserve rest that truly restores you, because every good day begins the night before. Thank you for staying with me through to the end of this video. I know your time is valuable, and I hope you found something gentle and helpful here that you can carry into tonight. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How many hours of sleep do you usually get? And is there something small, a warm drink, a favorite blanket, a quiet moment of reflection that helps you settle down at night? Share it in the comments. Your routine might be just the thing someone else needs to try. And if you believe, like I do, that it's never too late to feel better, rest more deeply, and wake with a lighter heart, type the word hope in the comments. That one simple word can mean so much. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe for more gentle wellness tips, and consider sharing it with someone who might need better sleep too. Because better sleep isn't just about tonight, it's about waking up tomorrow with more peace, more energy, and more joy to live the life you love.